Welcome to Mindfulness for the Soul, your daily dose of mental health insights, with your host, John Silimparis.
Relationships are a fascinating thing because in the same way they can be joyful and rewarding, we also know they can be difficult to manage and sometimes painful. One of the goals for couples interested in reducing tension and achieving longevity together is to cooperatively begin the process of demythologizing beliefs about how a marriage or relationship should be or should look like. In essence, it's a dare, so to speak, to grow together by changing their thinking and ultimately their behaviors. For example, a relationship myth is that if there is deep and committed love for each other, then all problems will naturally go away and everything will work itself out. Or that love itself is about being responsible for making each other happy. Not true either. The truth is, we don't have the ability to make someone else happy, but we do have the ability to make someone else miserable. Remember, all couples obviously want success, and they all desperately want their relationships to work out, but the only thing that will ensure that is if both agree to change their thinking and subsequently their behaviors. No behavior change, no growth. And no growth means the relationship will falter over time. Over the many years of treating couples, I have used 6 behavioral directives that help committed relationships last. These directives are, of course, only effective when both partners are dedicated to the relationship and are willing to change and grow together. Author Peter Hedges reminds us that love is not a feeling, it's an ability. So, here are the 6 rules to success. Number 1, both partners must commit to the practice of lowering their expectations of each other. In other words, partners must let go of perfectionism and put aside wanting their partner to be faultless all the time. They must begin the process of accepting their partner for everything they are and everything they aren't. I'm going to repeat that. They must begin the process of accepting their partner for everything they are and everything they aren't. This does not mean lowering your standards and settling for someone that you are not compatible with. It also does not mean compromising your personal values and beliefs about how you want to be treated or even how you want to be loved. It simply means having realistic expectations of each other that are reasonable and practical. Number 2, each partner must begin to let go of the need to be right. The old saying still holds true. Do you want to be right or do you want a relationship? Cliché, I know, but it's true. So this means each partner must give up trying to control the other, literally. Each partner must let go of trying to get the other person to see things their way and accept that they are both different people with different points of view. Both partners must celebrate their uniqueness and not make each other wrong for it. It's natural for 2 people who love each other to occasionally have differing realities about certain subjects. They can't always share the same truth. Why? Because truth is often what you make it. Reality is perception. We have to keep remembering that. Number 3, both partners must commit to the practice of acknowledging their own part or contribution to the problem. Each partner must admit and hold themselves accountable to how they negatively contribute to the discord in the relationship. Otherwise, the relationship becomes one of blaming each other and expecting the other one to change. It's always going to be 50-50, no matter what. It has to be. Each partner will have to commit to working on changing his or her own behavior without focusing on the other. meaning each partner is only responsible for cleaning his or her own side of the street. The blame game does not foster progress and ultimately destroys intimacy. Number 4, each partner must commit to the practice of monitoring their own personal hot buttons or blind spots, meaning each partner must be willing to learn about the certain situations where they get so triggered by the other that they become irrational and unable to see reality at that moment. Conversely, when this process occurs, both partners can then compassionately acknowledge each other's hot buttons and know when to pull back and respect that other person's boundary with empathy. So each partner's hot button is then seen non-judgmentally as a shared human trait, not as a shortcoming. Number 5, each partner must commit to the practice of using assertive communication. This one's really important. Each partner will have to change the way they communicate. They must learn to give up communicating aggressively, passively, or passive-aggressively. For example, each partner must agree to begin using assertive communication, which involves honest communication, except using a very calm and non-judgmental I statement as a way of relating to one another. This helps partners to begin to respond to each other instead of reacting to each other. The truth is, most couples don't know how to talk to each other without triggering an argument. It just happens. No one is to blame. So without healthy communication, the relationship does not stand a chance. So always choose the respectful option. Lastly, number 6, each partner must commit to cultivating friends, activities, and personal interests outside of the relationship. Both partners need to explore personal interests, hobbies, friends, etc., that are separate from the relationship to prevent putting too much pressure on each other for fun and stimulation. Each partner must have, in a sense, a minor life outside of the relationship as well to make being together fun again. Sounds cheesy, but it's true. In other words, being together should not feel like an obligation. You should be excited to see that person. Sometimes a little bit of distance will help you create that. These 6 rules or tips are designed for all human relationships, whether intimate or not. If they are practiced and implemented on a daily basis, they can help to build trust and to strengthen the quality of your partnership. So the next time you find yourself in a conflict with a friend or with a partner, try to pull back. Take 5 minutes and think about the different rules that we discussed today. Try to give yourself a chance to consolidate these resources and think twice about the next thing you're going to say or the next thing you're going to do with your partner. Those 5 minutes might mean the difference between having a good day with your partner or not. Try this. It will help you. Thank you again for tuning in to another episode of Mindfulness for the Soul. I hope these tips help you, and I hope they help you in your partnerships in the future. This is John Silimparis, MFT.